Good morning dear students. Today we are going to revise chapter 3 of class 4. The name of the chapter is the northern and the coastal plains. Okay. So children, what do you understand by the term plain? That is, what do you understand by a plain? A flat and a level land, that is called a plain. So what is the definition of plain? That is a flat and a level land, that is called plains. And in India, the plains of India are the northern plains and the coastal plains. So plains of India, that is, the two plains are, what is the plains of India? That is the northern plains and the coastal plains. So what are plains? Plains means a flat and a level land, that is called the plains. And in India, the plains of India are, that is the northern plains, and second one is the coastal plains. So children, look at page number 24. Here, this is the northern plains. Okay, first what we revise? We revise the northern plains. So that is, here this grey part, that is the area of the northern plain. So the northern plains is a stretch of a large and a fertile land. Okay, that is in the south of the northern Himalaya. In Himalaya there are three ranges in Himalaya, that is the Himachal, Himadri and the Shivalik. So after the end of the Shivalik, so here what are formed? Here the plains are formed, and it is also called the Indo-Gangetic Plain, and it is stretched from Punjab in the west and Assam in the east. It is stretched from the northern plains, it stretched from Punjab the west to Assam in the east. And the Himalayan river, that is the Ganga, the Brahmaputra, the Satluj and their tributaries, they also flow through in northern plains. Okay, and it brings the rivers of the Himalaya, river bring the sediments. Okay, sediments, in these sediments there are sand, rocks, minerals and silt. So they bring very fertile soil from Himalaya, and this fertile soil is called the alluvial soil. It is good for growing crops. So which soil? That is the alluvial soil, because there are many rivers that flow through the Himalaya, and there the Ganga, the river Brahmaputra and the river Satluj and their tributaries, they also flow these plains, and they bring what? They bring the fertile soil from the Himalayas. That is, in this soil there are sands, rocks, minerals and silts are there. So this soil is called the alluvial soil, and it is good for growing crops. And agriculture is most common occupation of the people that are living in this northern plain. So agriculture is the most common occupation of the people that are living in these plains, and these plains are thickly populated, and there is good network of road and railways also. Okay, so children, one question, that how these plains is the answer of that question? How these plains were formed. And the second question is, how are why are they so fertile? So, what is the answer of that question? How these plains were formed? So, how these plains were formed? And the second question is, why are they so fertile? So, give me the answer. How these plains were formed? Yes, these plains were formed by the rocks, minerals and sand and silt deposited by the river. Because the rivers that flow in the Himalayas, they bring what? They bring the sediments. Okay? And in these sediments, what are there? There are sand, rocks, minerals and silt that deposited by the river. So that have plains very fertile. That have plains very fertile. So these plains were formed by the what they formed? These plains were formed by the rocks and the sand and the silt where the silt deposited by the river. So these plains were formed. So the area of these plains were very fertile. So why are they so fertile? Because in these rocks, sand, minerals and silt, so the fertile soil, that is called the alluvial soil. The plains are so fertile because the fertile soil is called the alluvial soil. So the plains are very fertile. So the plains are very fertile. How these plains were formed? These plains were formed by the rivers that flow in the Himalaya. These rivers bring the sediments, and in these sediments what are there? The rocks, minerals and sand, silts, and the fertile sand, that is called the alluvial soil. Okay, the fertile soil, that is called the alluvial soil. So the plains are very fertile, and these plains were formed by the rocks, minerals and sand that deposited by the river. So the plains were formed. Okay, so this is the northern part of India, that is called the northern plains. Now the northern plain lie towards the south of the Himalayas. They stretch from Punjab to Assam. Many rivers which originated in the Himalaya and flow through the northern plains, and these rivers carry water throughout the year. Now these Himalayan rivers like Ganga, the Satluj, the Brahmaputra, so these rivers carry water. What they carry? They carry water throughout the year because there are glaciers in Himalaya, and these glacier is the slow moving rivers of ice and snow. So there are many glaciers in the Himalaya, and when the glaciers melt, many rivers were formed, and these rivers were flow throughout the year, and they brings the broken pieces of rocks, minerals and sand and silt. This fine silt deposited by the river, that is called the alluvial. This soil is called the alluvial soil. This soil is very fertile for growing crops, and it is very fertile and very good for crops. Now the second topic what we discussed about the basin. What is basin? The area watered by the river and its tributaries, that is called the basin. So what is basin? The area watered by the river and its tributaries is called basin. Means the small river. So now what is tributaries? The small river that join the big river, that is called the tributaries. Like Ganga, the river Ganga has many tributaries like Yamuna, Kosi, like Son, Gandak. So the small river that join the main river, that is called the tributaries. So, and what is basin? The area watered by the river and its tributaries is called the basin. Now, how many basins are there? There are 3 basins. That is, there are 3 basins in northern plains. That is the now the 3 rivers, that is the Satluj, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra, and their tributaries have formed the northern plains. Which rivers? For the Satluj, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. These 3 rivers and their tributaries have formed these northern plains. Which river? That is the Satluj, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. And their tributaries. Tributaries means the small rivers that join the big river, that is called the tributaries. So the river, which rivers? The 3 rivers. The 3 rivers, that is the Satluj, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra, and their tributaries have formed what form? The northern plains. The northern. So the northern plains were formed by the 3 rivers, that is the Satluj, the Ganga and the river Brahmaputra, and their tributaries that forms what forms? That forms the northern plains. Okay. So these rivers, what they deposit? The rivers that, this is the Himalayan river that flows in northern plain, and the rivers, they bring this sediments. Okay, what they bring? They bring the sediments. In these sediments, rocks, minerals, silt and sand. So these areas were formed, that is called the plain area, and this is like the north part, that is called the northern plains. And this area is very fertile because the river, they deposit the sediment, and in this sediment silk, sand and minerals and silt, or that is called the alluvial. So which type of soil is found here? That is the alluvial soil, and this soil is very fertile. So the plain area are very fertile. And how this form? This form by the rocks, minerals and the sand that deposited by the rivers and their tributaries. So these plains were formed. The river and their tributaries, they deposit the sediment. Okay, so these plains were, the northern plains were formed. Okay, now now the Satluj river basin. So what we learned? That is the river basin. that is river basin. So river basin. So first what we learn and revise about the Satluj river basin. The Satluj river basin. So about the river Satluj, that is the Satluj river that originates in Tibet. Okay, so we make a table. Okay, the origin of this river, origin of the river Satluj, that is Tibet. Okay, the Satluj river originates in Tibet and its main tributary, that is the Bias. So the main tributary, that is what? That is the Bias, its main tributary. And states which are part of this river basin, states which are part of this river basin, that is, which states are part of this river basin, that is Punjab and Haryana. Punjab and Haryana are part of this river basin. So we make a table to learn easily about the origin of the river and the main tributary of the river basin and the states which are part of this river basin. So the origin of the Satluj river, that is in Tibet, its main tributary, that is the Bias, and the states which are part of this river basin, that is Punjab and Haryana. And the Bhakra dam that built across the river Satluj, it generates electricity and provides water for irrigation. Okay, so which dam? That is the Satluj river. It is Satluj now. Okay, the origin of the river Satluj, that is in Tibet, the main tributary Bias, states which are part of this river basin, that is Punjab and Haryana, and the Bhakra dam that is built on this river, that is called the Satluj. Okay, and it generates electricity and provides water for irrigation. And this Bhakra dam is in which state? That is, it is in the Himachal Pradesh. It is in the Himachal Pradesh. And which district? That is the Bilaspur. And which village? That is the Bhakra village. Okay, so which dams are formed? That is the Bhakra. Bhakra dam. And river. And which village? That is the name of the village is the Bhakra village. And which district? That is the Bilaspur. And which state? That is Himachal Pradesh. Okay? That in Himachal Pradesh. And in which district? That is the Bilaspur. And which village? That is the Bhakra village. So which dam form? That is Bhakra dam that built on the river Satluj, and it generates electricity and it provides water for irrigation. Now our second river basin, that is the Ganga river basin. The Ganga river basin. So now, origin of the river Ganga. First, what is the question? That is origin of the river Ganga. So Gangotri glacier, its origin is Gangotri glacier in the Himalayas. So where it originate? It originate from the Gangotri glacier in the Himalayas, and its main tributary, that is Yamuna. Yamuna, its main tributary. And which state are part of this river basin? So which state? That is the Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. These are the states that are part of this river basin. So the states which are part of this river basin, that is the Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. Okay, so the Satluj river basin, it originated in Tibet, and the Ganga river basin, yes, so the Ganga river that originates from the Gangotri glacier, and the river Satluj that it originates in Tibet, and in this the Ganga river that origin of the river Ganga, that is the Gangotri glacier in the Himalayas, and the main tributary of Satluj, that is the Byas, and the main tributary of the river Ganga, that is the Yamuna. And the states which are part of this river basin, that is the Punjab and Haryana, and the states which are the part of the Ganga river basin, that is Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. Okay? Now children, how many basins these rivers form? There are 3 river basins, that is we learn about the 3 river basin, that is the Satluj river basin, the Ganga river basin and the Brahmaputra river basin, because the 3 rivers, Himalayan rivers, that is the Satluj river, the Ganga river and the Brahmaputra river, and their tributaries, they form what? They form the northern plain. Okay, what they form? They form the northern plains. Clear? So now children, we will meet in our next video. Till then,